Hi everyone, so today's video is about hardware, specifically in 3x3 and how much difference it really makes. So in the background there's just some solves I've done on each of my 3x3s for comparisons. So all in all there's not actually that much difference between my times. Obviously on my Rubik's brand you can see a gap between my times and on my current main, the X-Man Tornado V3. But in reality, for the price difference, although between those two it's not really that much different because the X-Man Tornado V3 is quite cheap for how good it is, they don't really make that much of a difference. Obviously you need a magnetic cube, so for starters I would definitely recommend that because non-magnetic cubes are just generally harder to control. But after you've got a magnetic cube, you don't really need that much of a better cube after that, unless you're like breaking the world record, because I don't really average much faster on my Tornado than I did on my Qiyi MS, which was my last main cube. I wanted to make this video because I feel like there's a lot of cubers that feel like they have to buy the most expensive new cube, and to get good times you don't really. You just need a decent magnetic cube that corner cuts, has quick enough turning, good magnet strength, and like good ways to adjust it, like good tensioning and settings that you can have. Because you don't need like a GAN 13 to get sub 10 or whatever you're aiming for, but you do just need a decent cube. So in these solves you can see me using a Rubik's brand, then I'm using my first 3x3, which is just a random Qiyi one I think, then my Qiyi MS 3x3, which was my last main, and my OH main, and then my X-Man Tornado V3, which is my current main. So in general, if you discount the Rubik's brand, there's not a massive difference between my solve times. Between my other non-magnetic cube, which is just the first cube I got, there is a bit of a difference between that and then the Qiyi MS and my mini 3x3 and then my normal 3x3. But it's not that much, but yeah, you definitely need a magnetic one. But once you get into the magnetic cubes, there's really a very small difference between my cubes and the times I average. Obviously, you need a cube the right size because I do find it harder to average that fast on my mini 3x3 in normal 3x3 events because it just feels a bit more awkward. So you should definitely make sure you've got a cube that's the right size for your hands, because that's 50mm and I find it perfect for OH, but then it's harder for 3x3. So I would definitely say, like, the Qiyi MS was like £6 and the Tornado was 20, I think, and there's not really that much difference between the times I average on them. It's just how comfortable I feel solving on it, because I know the Qiyi MS pops a bit more because you have to have it looser to be as fast. So I feel more comfortable on the Tornado because I know that I can definitely turn faster having no problems. And obviously there's different magnet strength settings that I can choose from, so I can definitely make sure it's set up to how I want. But in general, if you don't want to buy a cube that's £20, then the Qiyi MS is a really good cube and you can definitely get like sub 15 on it, or maybe quicker than that, just because I don't have that skill level, which is the next point, which is that the cube isn't going to make you that much faster. It's more about how much you practice in the skill level that you have. So if I bought a really expensive cube now, I wouldn't suddenly be really fast. I would still be averaging the same. It would just depend on how much I practice. So obviously if that cube makes you practice more, then you will average faster. But it's not down to the cube, it's down to your skill. In most cases, unless you have a terrible 3x3, in which case you do need to buy a new one. So to sum up, don't buy a really expensive cube, just practice more, and the cube's not the thing that's making you faster. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and please like and subscribe for more.